These are smoked salmon cakes with a smoky remoulade sauce, and I just made these on a road trip. Super, super good, elevated option for your road trip lunches or dinners. Let's get cooking. They're nice and soft, but still holding together. This is definitely an elevated road trip meal. Hey, Chef Corso, Outdoor Eats. I'm here to put you on the path to amazing meals on your outdoor treks, and what we are doing here today is cooking up a great road trip recipe, van life recipe, or one for you RVers out there as you are traveling around this season. And I'm coming to you today from Bryson City, North Carolina. I've been doing some great exploring and solo adventuring in the Smokies. And what we are making here today is a smoked salmon cake with a spicy, smoky remoulade sauce. This video is brought to you by Wild for Salmon. They are an Alaska-based company that is doing fresh frozen salmon, wild sockeye, and also canned option smoked salmon, other great fishes like cod, haddock, and one of my other favorite fishes, black cod as well. They have super, super good. If you're interested in checking out more about them, check the show notes below, but they can build a great frozen box for you and ship it right to your door. So we have our cans of wild sockeye salmon. We have a few Ritz crackers as a binder. We have an egg. We have some mayonnaise and mustard, a little bit of garlic powder, salt, and a little bit of vinegar. And what I'm going to do is just mix all of these together in our bowl. And we need a little bit of a binder for our salmon cakes. So you could have some breadcrumbs, maybe some pita chips or some other crackers. What I found is that Ritz crackers, not only are they a tasty snack option, they are nice and buttery and crumble apart really, really easily in order to bind up our cakes. Awesome. And for this batch, I have 2 cans of salmon. This recipe is really easy to scale up as well. So if you have multiple folks that you're cooking for, you could easily double and triple this recipe. And lastly, I want to chop up something fresh. So a little bit of parsley. We've got all of our ingredients in our bowl. Just gonna give this a nice stir. Make sure you crack that egg so that can get all dissipated through our cake mix. And if this is too wet, go ahead and add a couple more Ritz crackers in there. That's completely all right. This is starting to look really, really good. Our crackers are hydrating, our egg is mixed around all together, and just about time to throw it in our pan. Our salmon mix is all ready, and it's time to turn on our burner and get our skillet nice and hot. And for this amount, with the 2 cans, will probably give us, I don't know, 2 to 3 cakes, depending on the size. Maybe 4. Making sure to get a nice even coating on our pan here. While our skillet is heating up over here, let's take a look at our ingredients for our spicy remoulade sauce. So we have some mayonnaise, we have some capers, and we have some smoked paprika. And smoked paprika is different than regular paprika. So if you have just regular paprika in your cabinet, you can use it, but it's basically just gonna give you color. It's not gonna give you any flavor. And smoked paprika has a great smoky smell and flavor, and it's gonna really complement our salmon here. So what I'm gonna do is just get our mayonnaise in our bowl. I'm traveling today, so I have my mayo packets. Sometimes a great way to use up some of those packets that you have in your fridge or in your drawers. smoked paprika also goes really great in soups, and stews, and chilies. And then for our capers, I'm actually going to use some of the juice that's in here. It's going to give us some nice acidity and some freshness. And then I'm going to do a quick chop on the capers. And the interesting thing is capers are actually berries. They grow on a bush and then they are pickled. So these are just little baby pickles. Nice. So you give that a quick little stir. You could add a little bit of salt too if you like, but these capers have a good amount of salt already. Add a little bit of garlic powder, a few other seasonings if you like. Maybe throw some Old Bay seasoning, make it a little bit Cajun. But I love that this sauce only has a few ingredients and is going to give us some really, really great flavor. And just mush these up, make a little cake for yourself. Yes, and that sound is what you're looking for, folks. What you're listening for. And go ahead and smush it a little bit thinner in the pan. We are looking for that to get a nice crispy crust on the outside. The really great part about using canned salmon or smoked salmon for this is that it's already cooked. So you don't have to necessarily worry about cooking it all the way through, but we do want to get it nice and warm and get some really nice crunch and texture on there. Awesome. Just checking the bottom, see how we're doing on color. It's a moment of truth, folks. Ooh, pretty good. And you know, if it breaks apart, that's okay. It's still gonna be delicious. Just give it another minute or two on this side to get the other side cooked and nice and golden brown, and we'll be ready to finish off our dish. While I'm waiting for my cakes to finish off on the other side, I'm checking the flavor of my remoulade sauce. You could easily add some hot sauce packets or some chili flakes too if you want to make it a little bit spicy. Let's check it out. Wow, there's so much flavor in here with being like just a couple ingredients. A little acidity from the capers. That smoked paprika is one of my favorite ingredients. It adds so much body and so much flavor with just being a dry spice. I love having it in my cabinet. You can easily add it to soups and stews and chilies too, so you can use it. You know, some things about spices is you buy it once and never use it again. Smoked paprika is one you can definitely use multiple times for multiple styles of dishes. And the last thing you need to do is just add your sauce to the top of your cakes and enjoy. Awesome. Let's give this a taste. This looks super, super good. Wow. Wow. The salmon cakes are delicious. They're nice and soft, but still holding together. The remoulade sauce with the capers and the smokiness really, really complements that salmon flavor. This is definitely an elevated road trip meal. And if you like too, maybe make a side of couscous or some instant rice or a nice little pasta dish with some lemon or some herbs to help complement this as well. Also, you know, if you don't want to actually cook this up, just having some Ritz crackers and this salmon could be a really great dip too. So up to you if you want to cook it and get the burner out and get the skillet out, or it can be a really great road trip lunch as well. Wow, that is super, super tasty. Well, get out there, cook something amazing somewhere awesome, cook on your road trip, cook in your van, cook in your RV, and elevate it with a little bit of smoked salmon. Get out there, boca boca.